So at the restaurant, we get a lot of questions of how we do things and how we cook vegetables. Today, we're gonna let you in on something that most restaurants do, and I find not only saves you time, gives you a very good quality vegetable, and it really kind of intensifies the color of the veg. So Ayden is gonna kind of separate them to two different sizes. A thicker piece of vegetable is gonna take a little bit longer than the skinnier stuff. Two of the fundamentals for blanching is really boiling water and making sure that it stays boiling, and then having a really good ice bath, a really cold ice bath, which is just water and ice. And so we're gonna basically blanch the vegetables at a rolling boil, and then we're gonna shock them in the ice, and that's gonna help with the color, and it's gonna stop the cooking immediately. So one of the biggest things I think people don't do is they don't add salt to their water. And so I'm gonna add a good amount of salt to the water. You want the water to taste almost like the seeds. And so by cooking it with the salted water, the salt is gonna get into the actual vegetable, and you probably shouldn't even have to season the veg again. We're gonna take off the lid quickly, and Ayden's gonna throw in the larger pieces of asparagus, and we're gonna let those cook by themselves for about a minute, minute and a half. You ready? Yeah. Go. You want to put the lid on right away, and because you want that water to continue to boil, not to drop the temperature. Asparagus is one of those vegetables that is classically always overcooked. You really want them to have a little bit of a bite to them left. So I'm just going to lift them up. I'm just going to give them a squeeze with my fingers, and that I can tell already that they're ready to go. So they have a good amount of firmness still, but they're slightly starting to bend. So we cook these probably about 70%, and then when we actually go to warm them up the next day, all we're gonna have to do is put them in a pan with a little bit of butter, a little bit of water, and they're gonna be perfect. You don't wanna leave the asparagus in the ice water too long because they'll start absorbing the water. Usually 2 to 5 minutes will actually get the vegetables nice and cold, and part of blanching is storing them. So Ayden's gonna start putting them in this nice airtight container with a little bit of paper towel underneath, and that paper towel is just gonna help absorb any extra moisture that's gonna come off the asparagus after being blanched and iced. Hopefully this restaurant trick will help you have more vibrant vegetables and make your life a little bit easier. These vegetables will stay in the fridge nicely for up to about 2 days, blanched like that, and then again, it's so easy to heat them up. If you want this tip and many more recipes, go to coopfood.ca.